like I want to say like October of last year, and we've gotten like some feelers that didn't amount to anything. We've gotten like farther along in the process, and then we've had to turn things down. Overall, I would say it's been like 50-50 us turning the sponsor down and the potential sponsor like, you know, just like not talking to us again or saying like, no, we're going to go with something else. But that has happened, like, I kid you not, like more than a dozen times, probably closing in on like 2025. I haven't counted exactly. And a lot of the times when we turn down a sponsor, it's because it's like we don't think it's a good fit. Either because the product is not quite what we would like it to be, or because the price is not what we like it to be. There was a sponsor that had like a really bad like shipping policy, and so we couldn't do that. And then there were other ones with like quality things that we weren't really on board with. Very notably, we are one of the few arena streamers not sponsored by G2A. That is on purpose. And so eventually, after a lot of searching and a lot of time, we are very proud to be sponsored by Framery. And if you're wondering what Framery is a company that creates glasses, frames, and lenses, and they are incredible and really good. And that's why we, they're sponsoring us, and that's why we're advertising for them. Yep. So the glasses that Merps has been doing this for like 2 weeks actually. I was just out in Mongolia when everything got finalized, so we didn't kick this off beforehand. But Merps has been wearing their stuff for like 2 weeks now. I'm wearing them as well. It's a glasses company, and they have actually like very high quality frames. It's made in like a family-owned small factory in Italy. It has German engineering. I have no idea what German engineering means, by the way, when it comes to glasses, so don't ask me about this. But that sounds good, and I guess it's definitely true, or else they wouldn't put it on their website. But I'm more like, just it feels very like good and solid. Like, these are not like cheap glasses, but they are cheap glasses, which is what makes these really amazing, I think. They're like the frames are $100, less than 100, like $90 something, I think, and the lenses are also, they come with all the normal things already in them, like anti-reflective coating and like all that stuff that you normally get on your lenses, and it comes with all of that, and it's like cheaper than any lens I've seen. They accept all your like insurance and whatever, so it's a very good, and the shipping's like also very cheap. It's just all very cheap, and we're an arena stream.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, we're just really happy about how things are going, and yeah, check it out. You can also save 20% using code GOAT. We have our own code now. This is something in which I'm pretty happy with, that we actually have a code. And we don't need to use like other people's codes to get like deals now. Not gonna name them. Not gonna give out. But yeah. So we're pretty happy, and thanks to Framery. If you guys need new glasses, check them out.
Yeah. And I'm gonna one more feature. I mean, Merps is trying to cut me off here, but one more feature that I really like about Framery is that these lenses, actually, I'm not gonna demonstrate now, but you'll see us do this like in the week when we stream. They pop out, so like you can actually just like buy new lenses that they'll ship to you when you get a new prescription, and you don't have to like change the whole frame and everything. So saving more money. And there's this like anti-reflective like lens thing for like Flux. I don't know if you guys use Flux, but it cuts out all the blue light so you can go to sleep faster. And they have lenses for that. And so we'll be switching to that later in the night. And I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, that's Framery. You'll hear us pimp them over the course of our next streams. So just wanted to. It won't be anywhere near this long. I just kind of wanted to give the introduction.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, back to the Coop. Back to the Warlock.
You guys share a screen, man.
Oh, God. You gotta tell me to do this. How many times have we had this conversation?
Yeah, I just assume it would never happen. And yeah, the Iridion, they make sunglasses too. Amber Fang, we've never played Goat Simulator. I have seen the game though.
Oh, I want to play Goat Simulator. Alright, yes. Warlock. That's what we're doing. Sorry, I'm like really jet lagged.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so I guess I'll go first, and then you can mumble something and then click on the card that I choose.
Yeah. Oh, we're still using arena drafts, by the way. So if you guys want me to be able to see your vote, just go to the arena drafts link that will be provided in Twitch chat. And I'll bring it up if you guys vote something very differently than what we're going with.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with Corrupted Seer here. We could use the AOE.
Yes, and that's also what Twitch chat does. I'm on like such autopilot right now.
Ship's Cannon versus Demon Fire. They're both okay. I'll just go for the 2 here. I would just go for the minion.
For the 2-drop, yep, that's also what Twitch chat wants.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, the Demon Fire is really not that bad of a card either, but I think with Warlocks especially, you know, you want to be the first person onto the board. Here, I'll take the Frost Ellie. Yep. Just the best card out of all of these.
Yep, by far.
Dark Bomb, easily. That's the only card. Darkshire Councilman.
Yep.
Just a really good card. Let's take it. Spider Tank. I might take the Spider Tank here just for the early game.
Our tier list says Voidwalker.
It does, but I think I would just go for the Spider Tank.
We have a Darkshire Councilman that would work really well with a Voidwalker.
I mean, it would. It definitely would. I just think it's not as high impact, but sure, either one. I think I would go for the 3. We can go for the 1. I just don't think it's the 5. I think the 5 is a little bit heavy, even though Tiger is great.
Yeah, I agree about the 5. We already have 2 6s, right?
Yep.
Even though they're not like drops, they're still like high mana cards.
Yeah.
Twitch chat wants Spider Tank, but also a decent amount of people want Tiger, and a decent amount of people want Voidwalker. I normally go with the Voidwalker here. It's a Warlock, like trend low.
I'm fine with that.
But how strongly do you feel about Spider Tank? It's just 2 3s in the first 6 picks seems highly unnecessary, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like
but
let's say you have all your entire curve, and it's the last pick,
right?
And you have normal amounts of all kinds of synergies. Would you take a Voidwalker or a Spider Tank?
I mean, I understand your point. It's just that, like, I think in this meta, you can't. Voidwalker's effect is just a little bit too small now these days. I think I
thought you just went 12 with 2 like Bloodsail Corsairs.
Well, no. Bloodsail Corsair also has like we did, but that's not saying you want the situation where you have 2 Bloodsail Corsairs, right? Like, we won. That wasn't the cause of the win.
I don't know. It seemed like they were doing a lot of work. I didn't see the run, but I was in Twitch chat.
Well, Voidwalker also doesn't kill weapons, but this taunts up, so we could take it. I just don't think it's the Tiger. For me, it would be Spider Tank and then Voidwalker, and
not
then
in this deck. Yeah. They're all pretty similar in value, but I'd go with the Voidwalker.
Sure, we can take it.
Watch. Now we're gonna get the Mech Warlock card.
Whatevs.
Alright, easy pick.
Yep. We'll take a Chow here.
Definitely a Chow. Easy pick.
It's good to see.
We'll go for the Coil.
Logic and Danger, 11 months in a row. Thanks for subbing. Mortal Coil, yeah.
Just take the taunt.
Yeah, the other cards kind of suck.
Yeah, you can't take any of the other cards.
Ooh, a 3. Ooh, a 2?
Yeah, we need the 2.
I would take the 3.
think we no, it's too early. Yeah, I mean sorry, it's still early. We could take the Crusader.
We have like a zombie chow.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not like
Just
I
take
think
the
the
Crusader.
Crusader is significantly better than the Omani.
I don't think it's significantly better, but I think it is better, and we can afford to take it because a little Exorcist is not a 3 either.
Yeah.
Sure.
Twitch chat wants Omani by like a decent margin. But
No, I'm okay with the Scarlet Crusader here.
I want the Scarlet Crusader.
Click it.
Oh yeah, good choice. Now we can take a 2 in peace.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a River Croc.
Yep. Twitch chat wants a Tomb Spider.
I don't want the Tomb Spider.
I really don't want the Tomb Spider. Twitch
No.
chat, what are you doing? By the way, I'm gonna sound more and more high as this run goes on.
Probably. Click the River Croc.
Yeah, oh man, Twitch chat really wants Tomb Spider. Is this like a thing that I missed when I was gone?
No, I
like-
don't think it's a pick here. Tomb
Okay.
Spider has
Well, I mean like a meme? Is
no,
the Tomb
no,
Spider
no,
like a...
there's no Tomb Spider meme.
There's
go around.
nothing?
Yeah.
They just think that Tomb Spider is a better pick here? Because Tomb Spider is not a 4-drop, by the way, guys, if you're thinking about that.
Yeah, you're really behind if you drop Tomb Spider
Yeah.
on 4 as a Warlock.
It's like a card draw card as a Warlock. Definitely
Right.
no. Alright, we can
Dark
Dark
Bomb.
Bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, second Dark Bomb.
So some people are asking why not Tomb Spider though. Tomb Spider, its positive effect on other, so it's going to be Gilbin here, right?
Yeah.
Its positive
It's good
effect
to see you again.
for other classes is that it gives you a body and it allows you to draw cards. Other classes are more capable of detempoing. Warlock is not. Other classes have no other means to draw cards. Warlock does with their hero power. So it significantly reduces the value of Tomb Spider in Warlock.
Lance Carrier.
Quap Attack, 7 months. Thank you so much.
Thanks for subbing.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Lance Carrier, sure, we could do Lance Carrier.
It's good to
Do you
see
want
you
Ice
again.
Rager? S.N. Dogman. I don't know how to say that. Is it S.N.D.O.G. man? Or S.N. Dogman? Either way, 11 months. Thanks for subbing.
Welcome back, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, sure, Lance Carrier.
Right? We have like small stuff, right?
Yeah,
We'll be able to
yeah,
get it to
small
hit.
stuff. Yep.
Because like Ice Rager's not bad either.
No,
Twitch
it's
chat
not.
really wants Lance Carrier. I'm with it.
Yeah, I like Lance Carrier in this deck. Let's pick it. Haunted Creeper, good card.
Very good card.
Yep. You can also pop it for the Darkshire Councilman effect.
Yeah.
Mad Bomber. Yep.
Bomber, definitely.
We are somewhat fast deck. Shadow Bolt.
Yeah. We're not
gotta
in
be the
desperate
Shadow
need of
Bolt.
threes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Notorious Ping! 7 months in a row.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for your support.
Got Goat.
Shadow Bolt.
What happened to Got Goat? Everyone should be saying Got Goat when someone subs. I'm gonna type it. I typed it into Twitch chat.
All right, let's pick the Shadow Bolt.
Let's pick the so Twitch chat really wants Argent Horse Rider.
I don't think that's the right pick.
It counters like it you know helps out with the whole. We're doing okay on threes, not great, but like definitely okay.
I think Shadow Bolt has gotten a lot better. Like, you just want that damage.
Yeah, I think you want the more initiative damage rather than the body. I agree. The Nerubian Prophet, Possessed Villager, Maiden of the Lake. I think it's gotta be Possessed Villager. We rate Nerubian Prophet higher, but
Are you sure it's not the Prophet?
I see the Darkshire Councilman synergy. I see the Lance Carrier synergy. I see that we already have 2 1-drops and you want 4 thing.
Okay. I think it's pretty close here between the two of them.
Yep, Twitch chat it leans the Nerubian Prophet.
Yeah, I would lean Nerubian Prophet too.
Alright, Twitch chat with the goats. Nice.
I mean, I'm leaning Prophet as well, but we could go with the Villager.
Are we too small if we go with the Villager? Is
Yeah,
that the
that's
concern?
my concern. Like way too small.
1, 2, 3.
Like
4,
inability
5.
to, like we're gonna tap turn 5 because we run out of cards to play too small.
Still, I really like this Darkshire Councilman Possessed Villager combo though.
Yeah, but you're going in on this one particular combo that has to be played a certain way.
Athiuen, legendary.
18 months. Thank you so much, Athiuen. Thanks for supporting us for, gosh, so long. Such a long time.
Since January when we first became Twitch partners. Oh, back in the day.
I would take the profit here. I think you run a risk of being a little bit way too small.
I don't want to drop a villager. We could get like combos and like things that buff and like other good things.
Could. That's just my. If you pick the villager, I think we're okay with it, and especially because we went with your pick the last time.
Which one? Oh, the Voidwalker. Yes, yeah. I kept going small.
Sure. If you want, I mean, for the draft, we always say it should be coherent.
Yeah, I don't think this matters too much. I don't think the Voidwalker really, like. No. But okay. Am I allowed to pick the villager?
Yeah, you are.
You are going to be mostly playing this because I will be like dying.
Okay, that's fine. Either one is fine.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gotta be the priestess.
Yep, definitely priestess.
Yep.
All right, so now we got our 4 1-drops. I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
And we can now expand into an Ogre Brute.
Yeah, Ogre Brute. Oh gosh, 0 4s.
Well, we needed 3s, right? We needed 1s. Yeah. We'll take another 2. We have 5 real 2s. Lance Carrier doesn't count.
Yep. Let's take the Bowfin.
And we have 3 real 3s, so we're good.
The Anubiseth is, like, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have the board by turn 5.
We will. Turn 4. If we don't, we lose.
Hell, we probably will. So I mean, Bowfin is pretty powerful. Bowfin is pretty powerful. Let's go for it.
Dark Bomb. Yeah, we're not in desperate need of 3s at all. We just need one more to curve out for 3s.
Dark Bomb's too good. Dark Bomb is just way too good.
Shadow Bolt's way too good.
Another Shadow Bolt. It has to be Shadow Bolt.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, it's a 4.
Stormwind Knight. Sure. It can help us. Yeah, it can help us even out the damage, right? We're gonna have small stuff. That'll help us out. Let's go.
Wow. 4 people in Twitch chat, 5 now voted for Stormwind Knight. All the rest voted for Dragon and Crusher.
I don't think that's correct. I think you need that 4.
Yeah. I think you definitely need that 4. So how the Warlock wins is you kind of just keep trading on the board, and then you eventually out-card advantage your opponent. So you're not actually going to be hitting his face a lot. Like, this Crusher is not going to trigger.
No.
Hey, that's a 4. Well, we could have had one more mech, but not really. We have like one mech.
So Trog.
Trog.
Yep.
It's definitely Trog. We need 4s. Yeah. Twitch chat is with us.
Wrathguard.
A Wrathguard that we don't want.
Versus our Archmage that...
Yeah, it's our 7th 2-drop.
Well, we kind of need 7 2-drops because we only have 2 4-drops.
It's fair.
Right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
Let's do it! Actually, our tier list ranks Murloc Raider higher here than Dustboar, which is fair, I think.
We're not going for the Nomergon?
Wait, what? Why Nomergon?
How many taunts do we have?
Little Exorcist.
And Voidwalker.
Yeah. I don't really care about the whole taunt thing so much as we have a ton of things that deal 1 damage already. I think we need the tempo. This is a super tempo deck, right? And Murloc Raider synergizes with Corrupted Seer.
It does.
And Buff and Tidehunter synergize with Corrupted Seer. Oh, look at this. We got synergies.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go Murloc Raider.
Right, would you really rather have a Nomergon infantry here?
I'm looking at, I definitely want to evaluate everything.
Like, it's not even that much bigger than Murloc Raider, if at all.
Well, no, it's not about how, you know, the size or the stats of Nomargon infantry. It's about sort of its utility, right, and what it can do for this deck. Just like protect some stuff, like ping off something. But no, I'm cool with the Emerald Raider.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, Voidwalker. 6/1 drop. It's not a faceless behemoth. It's never a faceless behemoth. And we're not a shield bearer deck.
Definitely not. Okay, Voidwalker.
Alright, 6/1 drop. Implosion, easy implosion.
Oh, Implosion is so good. Yeah.
Yeah, easy implosion. Okay, so it's also a 4.
Right, we should consider keeping Implosion. Like, it's that good. Yes.
Alright, so is this the best deck you've ever seen? For a Warlock. Let me qualify that.
It's gonna go 5 wins.
What? Only 5 wins?
How are we gonna win with this deck?
Well, we have a lot of 1-drops, right?
Yeah?
So that's something we can do with this deck.
Yeah? Alright, let's get started.
What did I take that Voidwalker over? Oh, a Spider Tank? I'd rather have a Spider Tank now.
Yeah. Let's go!
Alright, well at least we're definitely going to curve out.
Famous last words. We'll try for it. We'll
Man,
definitely
we only have 2 big cards in this entire deck.
Yes.
We gotta go real fast.
Right, and look, you don't even have tempo cards like Power Overwhelming.
No, we don't.
So
we have
if
Dark
we
Bombs
put-
for reach, and we have Zombie Chows for anti-reach.
If we reach their turn 7 and they drop a Bog Creeper and they're not already at like 7 HP, we're dead. We are very much so dead.
Alright, you know what? You're right. This is probably just a 5-1 deck. We just didn't get very good cards. Like, even if we made it, like, bigger, it would have been, like, moving 2 or 3 cards up a bit. Like, it still would have been very small.
Gul'dan versus
Why was the Voidwalker pick better than Behemoth there, Cyborg Banana? Behemoth? It's because this deck isn't getting to turn 10.
I would keep the Voidwalker. Let's keep the Councilman as well. I think we ditched the Dark Bomb.
What?
You have 3 of them. I think we need to just curve out.
I think we can curve out. If we Voidwalker, then we Dark Bomb with a 1-drop. Like, we're going to curve out anyway, is kind of my point.
Ooh. I just don't want, like, the chance of getting 2 Dark Bombs in my hand the early game. Like, I would rather have 0 Dark Bombs than 2 Dark Bombs.
But it's like we're Voidwalker coining Darkshire and then playing a 1 and a 2. Alright. Alright, fine. We'll
if you
up our
want to keep
odds.
it, I think it's okay. I just want like a few more options, you know?
Yeah, it's fair. Fucking Ha says, ADWCTA back from China, ready to rush enemies down like the Chinese meta? Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, Young Priestess is definitely okay here.
Yeah,
We put
I like Young Priestess.
Yeah. Young Priestess is pretty good.
Do you also want to coin out the Voidwalker and just say we have so many twos we're gonna draw?
No. That's
Alright.
dangerous.
I'm cool with not doing that.
Yeah. Good.
Alright, so now we can coin out the little Exorcist.
Yep.
Yeah, we do it.
Okay.
Voidwalker ship's cannon.
Yep. Do we have any cards in our deck that in which positioning matters, like a Dire Wolf or anything?
Nope. It's
Well,
a good deck.
Good for us then.
It's a good deck.
Okay.
Toad's cool. Get the Dark Shark Councilman out.
Yep.
And trade the 2/1 in or the 2/4 in?
Yeah, it's
tough choice, right?
Yeah.
You trade the 2/4 and you get you guarantee it on the good one.
I know.
I think you trade the 2/4 in.
I think you trade the 2/4 in. Yep.
And now we get 4 damage on this without even using the 1/6. Ah, screw it.
You could just little exorcist.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
But then if we Storm a Knight, we get a little Exorcist and Giblin the next turn. It's not like the 4/5 is going to be able to be dead.
If you Little Exorcist, there's a chance, you have a 50-50 chance that the Little Exorcist won't die.
Oh!
You see?
I like it. I didn't see
Even
that.
if it dies, right?
Yeah, I like the 50-50 chance. I didn't see that. No.
Okay. And then we should be able to kill it off next turn with whatevs.
Yeah. But like now we're off, we're off curve.
We're off curve. I mean, we're off curve. There's a decent chance that we could draw something to get us back on curve, right? If we draw a 3 or a 1, we're right back on curve.
Yeah.
Back to your homes.
So I'm cool with that.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I'm cool with this. So we're not on curve.
No, we're not. You want just Trog? First of all, do you want to bump the 2/1 into the 4/2? It seems like that.
Yeah, that happens regardless.
Yep, let's do that.
Reversing switch. Not useful, but interesting.
Interesting. I mean, I would just probably drop the Trog.
Do we preemptively kill off the shield?
No, I would kill off the 3/3.
Yeah, I mean with the Stormwind Knight rather than the Trog. I think that's what we do.
You want to do that? You think he has another buff?
I don't want to risk it.
Okay. I would actually risk it.
It also just starts to get out of hand.
Because you always have the option to charge next turn, right? So I don't see...
Oh yeah, Corrupted Seer.
Okay, that's good.
Way to do work. Wait, what?
Why? Wait,
what just happened?
I don't know.
Okay, you want to rock draw, put out a Croc and go face?
It's good
Yeah.
to see you again.
The Baron SF, 9 months in a row. Thanks for subbing.
Thank you so much, man. Yep, we'll do
Like,
this.
what could that? I can't even see. I don't understand what that could be.
Okay.
We have 3 Dark Bombs left. We could just start hitting face and ending him.
We want to watch out for Sacred Trial, remember.
None may steal our secrets.
Okay.
Oh, this is tough because it's... 5, 6, 7. Okay, you have to be aware of Sacred Trial. You have to be aware of Avenge, Noble Sack. I think one of the 2/3s always goes face, right?
Yes.
So let's do that to play around Noble Sack. Let's do that.
Well, not necessarily. You could trade it into the 5/1 and then double trade into the 2/2.
Well, no, you could double trade into the 2/2 with like the 2/3 and the 3/3.
Yeah, but then you got to kill the 5/1.
Yeah, you do, but you use the other 2/3 and you just bump the other 3/3 into.
How many 2/3s do you think we have?
No. Okay, so go face. I don't think you played that.
Well, it was roping.
No, like, so the way was, like, when I say just go face, like, just go face, and then if you wanted to kill, okay, that's terrible. If you wanted to kill the 2/2, you could have still bumped the 2/3 and the 3/3 into it, you know?
Yeah, but then you don't kill the 5/1. That's the whole point that I was trying to make.
Oh, okay, if you want to kill that, but
You have
could
to
also
kill the
just bump-
5/1 if you're trading and not
you could
going
also just bump
face.
the shield. Like, you could also just bump the shield and then kill off the 5/1.
Okay, that's true. That's true. I mean, like, it was roping, right? That's why I did what I did.
Sure. Oh, God, I think we gotta.
Hero power, put stuff down.
Yeah, that's it. All right, well that's one.
It's our win condition, so
Yeah,
it's good that
Ogre.
we drew it.
Stalker and
Hit the 2/1 in.
Yeah. We bump that in. Do we do anything with reverse?
No.
Wait. I think reversing switching the 3/1 makes it into 1/3. He can only kill off the 4/4.
I know, but like, do you really want to? Like, he just needs one more damage.
Well, it does something on this turn, right?
I guess.
Yeah,
he has one more damage.
Jotunborn, 3 months. Thank you. Sorry we missed it initially. Oh my god.
Oh, what? Wait, did we lose or we win?
No, we just won. We just won.
We just win.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Do you want to win in style or not in style?
Just win.
I guess we win not in style. Like, there was a choice. We could have been gods, but instead, we just lucked out.
Yep.
It's a pretty easy game, right? This whole Hearthstone Arena thing.
Oh my god.
I've forgotten how easy it was.
Yeah, so what I was saying is, like, because I worked out in my head, I'm like, I think you always go face. And then if you want, like, yeah,
Well, you had worked it out in your head that you always go face. I didn't agree. Right? Like, I thought you would double trade into the 2/2 and then still kill the 5/1.
You have to be afraid of the Sacred Trial there, and you have to be afraid of the Noble Sack. You can test for a
But
Noble Sack.
what about the Avenge?
Huh? The Avenge?
What about the Avenge? If you do the trades, it'll just trigger and make something huge.
Sure.
That's what I was playing around.
I mean,
I thought chances of Avenge are higher than Sacred Trial.
well, if it's Avenge, then what? You just give him the 5/1 and you give him like the 2/2 and the like just get rid of something and then.
And then the Avenge triggers.
Right. I think that's fine, but you are able to get rid of a 5/1. Right.
Yeah, and then he kills your giant taunt anyway.
Right, and then he has to develop, and we still have reach, and we had gone face that turn.
No, but we don't, because we only went face with 2 damage that turn. If you kill the 5/1 and you break the shield, which you're... And if it's on the shield, well, you break the shield first, right? So then you don't die.
Well, you go face, and then you break the shield, and then you kill the 5/1, and then you play the creeper.
Yeah, so you have dealt 2 damage to his face, and you have a creeper out, and he can kill your creeper with his board. with
Sure.
no
Like,
additional
but
damage.
Why are we trying to protect the creeper at all costs?
I'm saying we're not. That's why I played it into a sacred trial. You're the one trying to protect it.
No, I'm saying, okay, if you do all that and you see that it's not any of those, then you know it's sacred trial, and then you should play the two small things, so you actually are able to, so you're actually able to develop something onto the board.
Just Warlock, Raider, Dark Bomb it.
Yeah, I think that's fine. He has his turn 3 ghoul, but not much we could do about that.
Nope. We can't like Shadow Bolt it or like Giblin and double trade. That would all be bad.
The light protects me.
Okay.
Cool. Force him to kill the Dark Chair Council instead of our 2/1s.
Yeah.
Doesn't really help.
I mean, it doesn't.
It doesn't help. We might as well just give them a hero power.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Oh, could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
I need to change that thing. That command. Exclamation point fighting. What does that even mean? That's way too big of a word.
Was that
I don't like big words on this stream.
So many possibilities.
Is that one that the mods made?
I
Or
think that's the one that the
you made?
mods made. I don't understand what it means.
Awkward,
I guess
man.
we hit it and play a Rockjaw.
Yeah, sure. I think that's fine. Six mana next turn. You could do Councilman Shadow Bolt. You could maybe play 2 plus your 4, Hero Power plus your 4. This is looking so bad. Okay.
Slam?
It's not a pirate. Damn, we can't really protect this 5/5.
Why do we want to protect the 5/5?
No, I mean you don't have to, but it would be good if you were able to protect it.
I don't want to protect it. I want to Shadow Bolt the 3/5, the 3/4, go face and play a Darkshire.
Yeah, I think that's what we do. Yeah, I know we go face. If you choose to kill off the dark shot, the councilman, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Not many chances for it to get bigger than a 5/5, so
Yep.
he's gonna go after the Trog. Five, 6, 7. So next turn we could do Stormwind Knight and Young Priestess with Hero Power thrown in there. That's pretty weak.
Alright. 15 health. He's got useless weapons. We've got useless cards. Hero power.
Yep, got a Hero Power. Okay.
Play our cards out.
Yep.
Alright. Now the question is, what do we do with it?
Do you need a blessing?
We just go face, right? Because we have a Corrupted Seer to back us up.
Or you could kill off the 2/3 with the 3/5. And then he has to run. No. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Let's go.
because we can just kill
Yeah.
everything even after he kills it, and then we have this like really big thing that's continuing to hit his face.
Yeah, he wants to kill off the 3/6.
Yeah, I mean he needs to kill off the 3/6. All right,
Pretty good.
it's fine. Takes a little more damage.
Okay.
Well,
It's hero power? Or...
No.
Yeah, I would...
you wouldn't Corrupted Seer go faceplay Possessed Villager? Like, or you can freeze it, kill the wolf, and he has a 2/1 left that can't kill anything, and play a Possessed Villager. Either way, we're not hero powering.
You really want that Possessed Villager out there, huh? Okay.
It's a 1/1 he can't get rid of, and where he's low on health.
I like the Frost Ellie play a little bit better.
Yeah, I do too. We just can't play the Corrupted Seer ever again after that. This is the only way to get the Corrupted Seer out.
Well, no, he's still going to put stuff out. You could just use it the following turns.
No, we have a Possessed Villager we need to take care of, and a Frost Elemental that's going to trade with the Bloodsail Cultist and be in range of a Corrupted Seer.
Well, we're assuming that's what's going to happen.
What do you mean? We know that's what's going to happen.
Well, no, because you might need it to kill off something else, right? Like he plays a Bog Creeper or something, in which the health on the Frost Elemental doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's in those scenarios where you think, like, that turning a 5/5 into a 5/3 always matters. It doesn't always matter.
Okay,
Especially
I don't mean like it matters 100% of the time. I mean this is going to matter like 80% of the time.
I don't know about that either. But you let's wait.
Freeze
What-
hero power? Yeah.
Yeah. So you hero power. Like we're definitely not gonna Shadow Bolt this turn, especially because we're gonna save the Shadow Bolt for taunt.
Yeah. And because we don't want him to draw a card.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his out. Yep, he's still taking more damage. He's alive.
Alive. Well, we can hero power from lethal. Yep. We hero
Definitely hero power.
power. Got him.
I think that's lethal. See, playing aggressive pays off.
Wait, when did I disagree with being aggressive?
I don't know. What were you saying? Lena Born, 12 months in a row, got goat.
Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for all the support, Lena Born. Thanks for making me a better arena player. No problem. The Shadow
Oh no,
Bolt
you
made
did say
only-
go
yes.
aggressive.
Shadow Bolt is...
Yeah, no, you were gonna be aggressive too. I remember that now. You were just gonna make a card useless, but it was a same aggression level.
Yeah,
do we
both
keep
twos.
early?
You want to keep both twos?
Yeah,
Frog
yeah.
is just a little bit slow. Like
We have exactly 4 mana cards.
I know, but we don't need ones anymore, right? And
Yeah,
so,
we do.
Not really.
All right, whatever. I'll throw it away. I'm just saying it's like
Yeah.
slow.
This is a good hand. I like this hand.
Just Priestess?
Yeah, I think it's just Priestess, because then next turn you could get out a...
No, it's Wrathguard. You Wrathguard. If he plays a 3/2, you Dark Bomb. If he plays a 2/3, you win
Yeah,
the game.
okay. Alright, sure. Yeah. I like it.
The only thing that screws us over is Rockbiter, because otherwise he screws over his next turn too.
Yep.
We win the game.
All right, Young Priestess now, or oh my God! How happy?
Kill it.
Yeah. I think we gotta kill it. Like we gotta control the board. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it still doesn't take it out of Stormcrack range, but it's fine. Sure, draw a
Alright.
card.
That's a thing for him.
Let's play our 3.
Alright, and keep everything at low health. I'm not tossing the 2-1.
I know. The 2-1's really good. Let's keep the 2-1. 2-1 won't be too good. Yeah.
More
And we gotta kill off that thing.
Good.
Excellent. Great buff. It's probably it's definitely the best buff. You want to just trade the 4-1 in?
Yes.
And then play the, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. Just play the Trog and then, just whatever. Aim the Ogre at anything. Sure. Like, okay. And yeah.
Alright, looking
Alright.
good.
This Young Priestess is definitely showing some favoritism to this Ogre.
Hey man, you can't control who she likes.
I guess you can't.
There's no accounting for taste. So we hit the 3-5 in
Dark Bomb.
Dark Bomb it.
I know. Yeah, I think it's that play though.
Oh, this is so bad. I want to kill the priestess.
Okay, you could also do 4-4 in and then just
Yeah.
kill off the 1-3. You know, or at least, try it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Sure. I think. Nope. Ogre doesn't. Nope. It doesn't want to get hurt. Do the other. Yeah, just do the other move and leave up the 1-2. Like, why are we caring so much about the 1-2, right?
It has taunt.
Well, yeah. But, like, don't do anything.
More training.
What?
What?
No. So use the 3-5 to. Use the 3-5 to kill off the rest of the Sludge Belcher. Just leave up the 1-2. Like, why do you have to attack it? Right?
I don't know, to deal damage to his face because that's our win condition? Are you really thinking about not dealing damage to his face?
Yeah.
That seems wrong. It's Corrupted Seer.
Yeah. Corrupt the Seer and go face.
Oh, we have all these Murlocs that we can't play.
What do you... Oh, no, just Corrupt the Seer, and if he wants to use his face, he's gonna hurt himself.
Well, but do we really care if we play a Murloc Raider and a Balvin Tidehunter and Hero Power? Like, what's he gonna kill off with the 4-2?
Oh, no, the thing has a... Alright, it provides
we have, like, a
Okay,
taunt
it has a
and-
taunt. It has a taunt. Yeah, I like that. It's got a taunt. A little bit slow. Okay.
Right? And this may trade anyway. Okay, it doesn't.
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't. Like, I'm hoping it doesn't trade, I
Right.
don't want that thing to trade for us.
Mm-hmm.
Or, sorry, I don't want to make the trade for this guy.
Yeah, I agree. Get wrecked by Storm? Not really?
If he top decks a Storm, he top decks a Storm. He's like...
We've
We've been...
had a Storm all along. We haven't given him actually a very good Storm, but I don't think he has it. He's not playing like he's setting it up. Ooh. I think he just lost the game there.
Yeah, he did. You
Like,
just
that
won.
wasn't a good choice.
You just won. Just win.
He could have not done that.
Just win it. Just go.
But he chose to lose, like, immediately. Rather than, like, have a chance of winning. Alright, Storm comment, it was if we play the Corrupted Seer. Ah, yeah. It's true. If we played a Corrupted Seer, it would get stormed.
Definitely don't think he has Storm there, though.
He didn't act like he had Storm, but
Yeah,
I didn't have a
exactly.
read
The way
that
he
he
was playing.
didn't.
I would be super shocked if he had Storm.
Yeah, we didn't give him a good chance to use it, to be fair. Like, we never gave him a time where he could have killed more than one thing with the Storm. He would have hurt a lot of things.
I
but
think
he
like
wouldn't
on
have
turn
killed
3 or 4, he had a decent chance to use it. But then after that, I agree. It was stuff with 4 health. It was like 2 stuff with 4 health. But even then, the way that he played his turns, I'm just like, you don't have a Storm.
Mm.
Gul'dan versus Thrall. For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
I'll keep both of the 2s and the Mortal Coil.
Agree.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll see what we coin out.
Beagle says, ADWCTA, I need your help. Where do I best hide a body?
In your stomach.
I can't tell you.
In your stomach. Okay. That's where there's no evidence.
It's true. You know, you can consume most of the bones.
Yeah.
The trick is always cutting it up into small enough pieces.
It's very nutritious. You just have to cook it for a long time.
Like a long time. Like, we're talking like at least a full day each piece. You wanna go stealth?
Yeah, let's go stealth. No answer.
Oh. He's gonna answer. Well, it's not about cannibalism, right? Like, human beings are just animals. They kind of work the same way.
Croc.
Croc.
Go.
See, normally I play a Mad Bomber just to get a 3-2 and a 2-3 out, or like a 2-2 or whatever. But we have Shadow Bolt and Mortal Coil. Like, I don't really care. You want a Mad Bomber?
No, we're just Shadow Bolt. It's clean.
If you Mad Bomber and it hits one of them, you trade and you Mortal Coil. And you improve your board.
You do.
If you Shadow Bolt, you'd never improve your board. Did he coin that out? No, he didn't even coin it out. We had the coin.
We have the
So he's
coin.
going to have 4 mana the next turn. I'm just saying, if you Shadow Bolt this, what are we going to do on turn 4, right? It's like we're in the same spot.
Shadow Bolt isn't going to be enough the next turn either, and you have to.
Yeah, but then you trade in your 2-3, and then you play a Young Priestess with the Shadow Bolt. I like my play.
All right, you could do your play. I think Shadow Bolt's just cleaner here. No, don't coil yet.
I got it. I almost didn't get it, but I got it.
Like, the problem I have with Shadow Bolt is most of the stuff that he plays on 4, it's not clean. It's not a clean kill on it. So
I think it's clean. John Brokaw says, holy moly, welcome back, ADWCTA. Thanks. I am hugely jet lagged. I will questionably make sense, but I will try my best. Alright, your play would have been fine if he's only going to do this. But I was expecting like a Yeti or a 5-4. Like, if he plays a Yeti, you Shadow Ball, trade the 3-2 in, right? And then you, like, go. And it's fine.
Wait, Shadow Bolt and trade the 2/3 in? Really?
Yeah. And
You
you drop
wouldn't,
a Young Priestess. And
You
go.
wouldn't Stormwind and then bump the 3/2 and the 2/5 in?
Yeah, that'd be way better. We should have done that.
God. Anyways, Wrathguard, Young Priestess, face.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
I don't like the next turn.
I don't either. But if we we have a chance to draw something small, right? So it could be Shadow Bolt plus a 1/2 drop. Right?
You want a hero power instead of
This
dropping
turn?
a Young Priestess? Yeah.
No. I think having that Young Priestess out there is pretty important.
Because next turn Young Priestess is like free.
It's not free.
And we're running out of cards. I kind of want a hero power.
Okay, it's up to you. If you want a hero power, you can hero power.
Okay, I'll do this.
I would tempo out.
You have one draw at a 1 mana card. We have like 3 of them left, 4 of them left, 5 of them left in the deck.
We're not committed.
This
to
Young
Storm
Priestess
at Night.
isn't like doing anything.
We're not committed to Storm at Night. He has to develop. So I think Shadow Bolt is more in play here than Storm at Night, which increases it to a 1-drop and a 2-drop.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It's not gonna get him very far.
No.
Yeah, the 2/1's a bigger target than the 2/3, dude. Come on. That should be really obvious.
The 3 health on the 2/3 doesn't matter at all. Okay.
Yeah. Oh! Things have happened.
They have.
Interesting things. Very interesting things.
So we could just actually develop and leave up the 5/5.
Yes, I agree. Crusader hero power.
Yeah, let's hero power. Yep. Just make
And then make all the trades.
all the trades. Yep, you're killing off the cut purse and you're killing off the old guy.
Who's got the card advantage now, Shaman? We have so many 1-drops coming up, though.
So he has to basically like spread out, but we're fine with that.
Yeah.
And if he can't spread out, then we're like he can't drop a Border Fist over here. He just loses. Oh.
He's gonna lose with this, too.
Do you want a hero power and then ship's cannon dark bomb? Or do you just want to like
Well, I need to Shadow Bolt the 3/4.
well you could dark bomb the wait, Shadow Bolt the 3
Like, you need to trade the 2/1 in, and then Shadow Bomb the 3/4.
Well no, why don't you just dark bomb the 5/1 and it brings the 3/4 back into his hand? Forcing him to play it again the next turn while you develop.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and then you have the Shadow Bolt ready for the next turn, but you just got to develop something. Right?
Yeah, you're right. That
Okay.
is good.
Let's do that. That is great. And I don't know if he has a 2-drop, so if he doesn't have a 2-drop, that...
Yeah, even if he has a 2-drop, he's dead.
Yeah,
We have 2 things with initiative next turn. We have a
Yep.
Storm and Night and a Shadow Bolt or an Implosion and a Shadow Bolt.
Yep. We're good. Yeah, let's Stormwind, Knight, and Shadow Bolt, right?
Yep.
Yep. Let's do it. And kill him. Well, we can't actually kill him yet, but we're getting pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't seem like he has a board clear. I feel like he wouldn't have been that greedy if he had a board clear. So,
yep. No, he doesn't
like
have a
we're
board
good.
clear. Like, if he plays a Lightning Storm, I think it would have to be from, like, his top deck, you know?
Yeah.
And even if he Lightning Storms, because we still have a Frost Alien in our hand, I'm feeling pretty good.
Agree. Hey, we're 4-0, guys. Easy games. The deck's working out pretty well, right? The 1-drops are all useful. We're successfully swarming them. We're dealing with our issues. Because we have, like, enough removal. We have, like, 6 major removal in Immortal Coil and a Corrupted Seer. Like, we got enough stuff.
I will fight with honor.
Like, we'll get 5-0 and then we'll lose 3 in a row. At a certain point, the opponent's decks are going to be so good that what we're doing right now just won't work.
Keep the 1, the 2. Yep.
Yep. Like, because we're not doing anything fancy, and we don't have enough stuff to back it up. We're just winning before, like, bad stuff happens to us. Biko says, ADWCTA, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is your inconsistent sleep schedule impeding your concentration? Well, I read that and I thought it said consecration, and I had to fix myself.
Let's play the Wrathguard. Let's,
Bump?
I think we should...
No, no bump.
No bump.
No bump, no bump. No point in bumping.
I mean, if he has a Direwolf, it kind of sucks. No, Direwolf is still fine.
I don't care about
Direwolf is
Direwolf.
still fine. Yep.
Yeah, I don't care about Direwolf. It's not like I'm just jet lagged. It's not an inconsistent sleep schedule. Bump. Hit the 4/3, Voidwalker, Possess Villager, Mortal Coil the 1/1.
Well, let's Mortal Coil the 1/1 then.
By the holy light.
Yeah, let's do it.
You still gotta do it. Yeah,
Gotta do it.
My pain.
do it.
Because, like, he can't consecrate.
No.
So, there's not much he can
By
do.
the holy light. Extraordinary. Reporting
Mm.
duty.
Yeah, it's not that good for him.
Darkshire Councilman.
And then hit face.
Yeah, the one. Yep, definitely kill off the 1/1.
Consecration doesn't solve it.
Blood and plunder.
Alright. I don't care if this Lance Carrier dies. You Shadow Bolt the 3/3 and you Lance Carrier and you go.
Yeah, let's Shadow Bolt the 3/3. Now,
You want to Lance Carrier the 2/5 still.
yeah. But 1/1 into face. Okay.
Like,
sure.
Lance Carrier's gonna die, it's fine.
Yep. Okay, so it could
It's
be.
competitive spirit or revenge.
Yep.
He's dead. He didn't consecrate before, he needs to top deck it. We have enough to take care of any big taunts. He had a consecration. He chose not to use it.
Did he have it? That wasn't his top deck.
Yeah, that was not his top deck. I mean, it's fine, but...
That's fine. It doesn't actually.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. All right, 3/1. He still has to find some way out of this.
like last turn it wasn't like very good, right? Well, that turn it was worse.
Yeah.
Top deck hammer
Hammer doesn't
doesn't
really
solve
save
it for him, but if he gets another small taunt up, could be bad. All right.
Oh, you know how we're gonna end it?
Well, you know how we're gonna end it. So let's end it.
Join or die.
Oh, damn it.
By the holy light.
Should have gone for the guarantee, but it's all right. Chances are slim he comes back from this.
By the holy light.
Unless it starts right here.
That would be
Could be bad.
hilarious. Tap blast. Yeah, I was gonna make a comment on that, but ADWCTA went for the glory play. And you know
I
what?
went for the correct play, okay? Let's not talk about glory or no glory. Let's just talk about the right play. Because sometimes plays are right, you know? And sometimes they're wrong. When you make the right play, cards don't lie.
I was actually gonna say, like, all right, well, we should tap first because, and then you just actually put bomber. I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's that.
Like I told, I'm results oriented. Cards don't lie. I was influenced by Rasheed Wallace growing up. He was a highly successful person without being very smart. And everything worked out for him. And it was because he knew the truth. A truth that modern science does not know and cannot prove.
You know, we could have been really screwed if, like, if it just killed that 3-1. Like, it hit our Scar Crusader twice.
Watch your...
It would have been okay. We'll just have to draw another Dark Bomb.
Keep the 1 and...
You gotta keep one of the 3s. You can't toss both of them.
Yeah.
So you keep the Ogre Brute.
I think so. Yeah, let's do it.
Jurgabide says, ADWCTA is tired and trying to throw games to go to bed. Dude, this is how you win games.
Oh my
I
god,
don't
we have
know
Hunt
if-
Creeper.
Yeah,
Oh my
we have a
god,
Hunt
why don't we
Creeper.
keep the Councilman?
Why? Oh, because we're not smart.
Come back, Councilman. Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to like figure out the title of our stream right now.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Well, you wanted it.
Councilman. It's gotta be the Councilman. Next turn we could do some sick stuff with it.
Or you could put the Ogre Brute out next turn and do some sick stuff.
What? No. Okay, next turn we can.
Fine.
We can make it 5-5 next turn.
Fine.
Do you now want a 5-5 the next turn?
I just don't want this to die to you know what.
Oh, whatevs.
You know? Next turn we could have protected it. This turn we can't.
Oh yeah, this turn we can't protect it. I'm not gonna play around the double.
Well, but yeah, I was, you know, there was other.
It's good to
I mean,
see
you know. You know.
Sure.
You know. Last contingency, 5 months in a row. Got goat, got goat. It kind of looks like he doesn't know where he is right now. When do I look like I know where I am? I don't think that's a positive thing, to look like you know where you are. People are more likely to underestimate you when you look like you don't know what you're doing and you say stupid things. And that can only work to your advantage. Even though this guy can't hear what we're saying and can't see me.
Oh,
you gotta be prepared.
Use the thing. So you can like Dark Bomb and Gilwin Stalker, or you could Stormwind Knight is could Hero Power, but
Yeah, it's all pretty not good, right?
it's all pretty not good, yeah.
So you want to just go face?
And do what?
Just Stormwind Knight, go face.
Sure. What? Okay,
Whatevs.
it's fine. You want a Hero Power now?
What?
No?
Okay. Because you're trading now, right?
Yeah.
I'll Croc instead of Ghibli.
No. So you're trading the 1/2, right? Like trade
Yes.
the
What am I
1/2.
doing? Rope.
Gilblin to the left of the ogre. I think it has like.
Yeah.
For
You gotta not ask questions and just tell me what to do if it's starting to rope and you want me to do something.
Yeah.
Wow, he's desperate.
Okay. Okay.
He doesn't seem to have a way to deal with 1/1s.
No, I mean he doesn't, but at the same time, Stormwind Knight and Rivercroc is pretty good.
Not as good as Implosion and Rivercroc.
All right, so trade the 1/1s into the.
Well, you trade 1/1/1 into the
Yeah,
2/1.
yeah,
And you
trade-
implode the 3/2, and then you
Yep.
drop the Rivercroc.
Sure, let's do that. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, what do you think was gonna happen?
Well, let's see what he has.
He has nothing. He just showed that he has nothing with that play. He has to top deck it.
What lurks?
Never mind. He has something.
Yeah,
It's pretty good against what we just tried to do.
that's pretty good.
But we got like the counter.
Play out.
Just to put more 1/1s on the board.
Yeah,
I
just
guess we put the
one of
Warlock in the middle.
Yep. Going face.
It's alright. It's alright. So I can't read Stevie G.
Well,
That's
I mean-
apparently a thing. But I like, wouldn't you have done that beforehand?
No,
What
no,
did
no.
his play do?
No, because the 4/1 was injured.
Oh, because it
Never
was
get to kill the 4/1.
injured.
Yeah. So you
Alright.
never get to kill off the 4/1, which is why I'm like, that
Alright.
doesn't exactly mean.
Okay, so we avoid Walker go face.
Yes.
Put it on the far
Yep.
right.
Over there. Yep. Nice. Go face. And just draw. So we've used one Dark Bomb.
We have one more Dark Bomb.
We have one more Dark Bomb. Okay. So as long as we get 2 minions here, we should be able to close it out, because we should be able to hit and then. No, never mind.
Games are nice, right? Like, this is just how games end.
Vorosh, I don't know. I mean, implosion isn't so much of a problem in the arena, just because of its rarity and
the
all
fact
stuff
that like
happens in the
it
arena.
deals 2 to 4 damage, right? The Warlock can deal 2 to 4 damage anyway, so there's no
no,
like
no.
real problem.
No, that's not what Vorosh means though.
Oh.
Like, because the complaint that.
Do you think Implosion would be a better card if when it did 4 damage it summoned 2 imps and when it did 2 damage it summons 4 imps? Oh, it's to control the variance.
Yeah, it's the variance
Yeah.
because the swing is too big. 4 damage and 4 imps versus 2 damage and 2 imps.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like Bane of Doom has a bigger variance than that, right?
Yeah.
Not
I
saying
agree
Bane
though
of
that
Doom
would be a
is-
better card.
Huh?
I agree that would be a better card.
I think it would be, but then again, I don't think they're going to change it, and I don't think it's something that's absolutely necessary. I don't think it's game breaking, you know? I do understand in Constructed where Implosion was like, just, you had to play it, but you were never happy about it, right? It's kind of, and these super swingy cards, people who face them don't like it, people who use them don't necessarily like it, because it's just, you're putting it in the hands of RNG.
Darkshire and Mad Bomber.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, we're 6-0 by the way. We should lose this one. Just so we can not be 7-0. Because it's not going to be good to be 7-0. Dis says, ADWCTA, how much do you pay these guys? The win trade is real. Hey, we don't want anyone to undercut us.
Wrathguard? And then you can follow it up with the Dark Bomb.
Yeah.
It'll just suck if he doesn't do anything, but...
Like daggers up?
Yeah.
No, then we Mad Bomber.
Yeah, I know we do. I'm just not particularly happy about it.
Stalik says, at Grinning Goat, Merps told this is a 5-win deck, and you're 6-0 now. How do you feel? Normal. You know how we were saying before, right? If a Warlock has like a good curve, it's fine. We don't really have 4 drops, but we have enough 1 drops that we do have a good curve, so we're fine.
Let's go face. Bomber all to his face.
I'll take it.
I'm fine with this. I am so okay with it.
Cool.
Okay.
These are like good things.
These are, yeah. Yep, player 3. The only problem is it might just be a 1/5 still the next turn.
It's fine. It's scaring him. That's all that matters.
It's dealing damage. We're first on the board. It'd be nice to grab a 2, and then we can also play the Dark Bomb. Oh yeah.
Ha! He thinks us using the 1/5 on the 1/1 is something that we don't want to do. But we want to do it.
Yeah, of course we want to do it.
Giblin,
Yep.
hilt that, Dark Bomb the 2/3, go face.
Yes. Dark Bomb. Yep.
Well, we could hero power and make the trades.
I think
Forcing him to dagger.
exactly. Force him to dagger is so good for us, right?
Yeah. We kind of need more cards though. We're not gonna have any options this
but
next
we
turn.
got him on the back. Like I think forcing him to dagger is huge here.
Yeah.
Because if he puts down a 3-drop, we either kill it with Dark Bomb or we can dominate it, probably using the Darkstar Council.
Mm-hmm.
And by that I mean we're probably just gonna go face.
Unless we get a Bog Creeper. It's the only card I don't want.
Oh yeah. Oh come on. 1, 2, or 3 drop. Not you. Not you. Oh man.
Shadow Bolted, go face.
Yeah, Shadow Bolt, go face. Well, I do like this Frost Ellie, right?
Mm-hmm. Frost Ellie's good, Corrupted Seer is good. His dagger's kind of useless.
Yeah.
Picks the wrong one.
You know, just Frost Ellie that thing?
I was gonna Scarlet Ogre go face. I was gonna deal with that. I think it's a stronger play than Frost Ellie. Frost Ellie, he needs to kill 2 things. Ogre Scarlet go face. Gets 1 more face damage, and he needs to kill
The problem
3 times.
is the ogre, right? Like the ogre isn't
you don't
an
know
actual
that he's
minion.
going-
That's what I don't like about it. And he has to kill 2 things, but it has to be like assassinate, eviscerate, right?
Yeah,
Something
fine.
like.
Fine. Fine.
Yeah, like, Because playing Ogre Brute and then Scarlet, you just
Oh look, there's the Eviscerate.
silly.
You got a hero power, Scarlet,
So many possible.
ship's cannon hit. Because we're just trying to draw our other Dark Bomb to win the game.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't think it changes. Well,
Shadow Bolt, Dark Bomb, go face. I think that's the way. He still needs 2 more damage.
okay. Yeah, yeah, I like that.
Oof. Oh, seriously?
Nice.
That's sad.
Forced him to have answers. Yeah, he had some answers.
It's okay. We still got plays.
3, 3, 2?
Yep.
Sure. Middle? Yep.
Aw, Chinchilla cries.
Yeah, they're not so happy with what just transpired. Corrupted Seer. Corrupted Seer. Corrupted Seer.
Huh.
You ready to corrupted? Well, okay, so it's gonna be tap Corrupted Seer, possess Villager, right?
Do we tap?
I think we do.
So many possibilities.
Because Corrupted Seer would kill our Scarlet
It
Crusader.
would. I know. So you bump
Why
this
don't we
one-
Implosion instead? Like,
When-
why Corrupted Seer?
Okay, so what's your play here?
Double trade, Implosion, something else.
So many possibilities.
Okay, so are you hero powering then?
Yeah.
Fine.
Me smash you.
Join or die. Well played.
Okay.
Like, we're both threatening each other's life.
Well, not so much threatening his life anymore.
I think we are.
Okay, so Seer.
Yeah, full trade, Seer,
Yep, and Exorcist.
Royal Exorcist. Yep.
Okay. Problem is, he has
Yeah, this isn't gonna last.
nope. Nope. Alright, so
Alright,
this
we're not
one-
dead the next turn. but-
No. Do we have taunts?
Yeah, we have plenty of taunts. They're called Voidwalkers. Or a Bilefin Tidehunter, that works too, right?
Oh gosh.
Let's kill our own guy. Kill our 2-1.
Yeah, kill the 2-1. Kill ourselves. Well played.
Well played.
Well, I called the loss before we even started.
You did?
This is our time.
We forced him to have cards, and he had
He had
good
cards.
hands. Yeah, he had good
Forced him
hands.
to have a lot of good cards, and he had them. That's what happens when you get to 6-0.
Poland says, I think the Shadow Bolt Dark Bomb on defense pieces might have costed the game. Like,
No, we weren't winning the game. Remember, he had a heal. We were not winning that game. If we
So-
did the other move, we still wouldn't have gotten enough damage on the board.
this is
Remember,
something
he had
which-
a SI7 agent, and he had a
Yeah.
heal.
It's
just
like
wouldn't
when-
have worked.
Like polls, I understand. Like it's a common sort of comment that we see after losses. It's like, oh, I think that cost you the game. You want to think behind like, why do you think that? You know, like it's basically analogous to people saying it's like, oh man, it's like if you played differently, you maybe could have won, or like it's kind of an empty statement. Like we definitely want to foster a conversation. So like identify sort of like what play you would have made, right? And why that was at the time better.
Your soul shall be
I'll keep the Chow. Player 1, I don't think you keep the Dark Bomb.
Wait. What is happening?
Huh? What's up?
Why are there no... Wait, what game are we streaming right now?
Hearthstone?
Are we?
Yeah.
How do I check what game we're streaming? Is Summit 1G streaming Hearthstone? Keep the Chow and the Dark Bomb?
I would not keep the Dark Bomb, like I said.
I agree. That can't be right.
At 5 HP at the end and you gave him Zombie Chow, just maybe... You can't not play the Zombie Chow at that point. Like, we were fighting for the board. Alright. Zombie Chow here. Because he was at 5 HP at the end, but at the point that we played the Zombie Chow, if you don't play the Zombie Chow there, then he doesn't get to 5 HP at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, this makes sense. It's Stream Hatchet is going crazy.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm like, why does it say people streaming the same game as we are Summit? I'm like, Summit doesn't play Hearthstone. What are you talking about?
Biofin face.
Biofin face.
It's also one of those things where like, and I see chat.
Why are we
do this.
facing all these rogues? I don't want to face rogues.
I don't know.
Rogues are good against us.
Yeah, you should never assume that the board state or anything is going to be the same by you making a different move, especially one in which you do nothing. Yep.
Oh man. I should have some alcohol. That would make the night complete. Huh?
Unstable Ghoul.
Oh my god.
What?
Freaking rogues at this level.
What? You want a hero power? We need more options. I don't think putting out Void Walker will do anything. We'll hero power and we'll Dark Bomb.
I'm not dark
No,
bombing
sorry,
crap.
Gilbert. Yeah.
Sponge Brown says, Grinning Goat, is Merps out of his slump now? Yeah, he got a couple 12 wins the other day.
Yeah, I've been,
I think he's
my
been-
past like 12 runs have been really good actually, so, yeah.
The Go to Die says, actually I think Auto has been lucky this run not to get any mages. This deck is better against mages than it is against rogues.
Definitely. Dark Bomb. Bleh. Dark Bomb Shadow Bolt. How do you win with this hand? I don't think you can.
You win with greed.
Wait, why did we Dark Bomb that one instead of the 3/3?
To show him who's boss.
Now if he
On the bright side, we weren't winning the game before that misplay.
No. Yeah, let's tap. I think because with this hand, we're not tempoing out. I think you just trade in the 1/2 now, play the Voidwalker, and just wait. Like, we have to play reactive now.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. But we should still have the 1/2.
Then he would have healed more. Alright, do you believe?
Oh, yeah. Well, wait.
Do we have to believe?
You don't have to believe. You could just Shadow Bolt and then...
Why don't we believe, though? I like believing.
Well, what point, like, what are you going to play?
Because the 1/1s are good against this board.
And what happens if you don't get it?
What? You Dark Bomb. Like, I just want the 1/1s. Right? Isn't the 1/1 way better than the Wrath
card?
card?
You could Shadow Bolt the 4/4 and then Implosion the 2/1.
Oh.
That's
1/3 chance. Do we? I think we kind of need the 1/3 chance.
Okay, let's do it. And if it works, you Wrathguard?
Wow. That really didn't work.
Nope, that really didn't work.
That really did not work.
Hero Power?
What? You don't just play out?
God. Fine. No, just play out. Just play out. I think we...
Lose? Yes.
I mean, it's a guaranteed loss, I think, if we play out. But then again, I have no idea what we're searching for. Because our deck isn't... Yeah.
We have nothing in this deck that can do anything. No, we had a Corrupted Seer. There was a point to hero powering. That would have been good. Like, we're still not gonna win no matter what we draw, but that would have been a thing. Let's see if we would get the Seer. No Seer. Do we play the Young? Yeah, we play the Young Priestess.
Yeah, you play both. That thing being at 6 health is important.
I mean, the Rogue won the game on like turn 3 when he did a weird combo that totally cleared our board and established his board and used like 2 cards.
Yep.
Like,
Don't worry, loves.
we were not winning after that one.
It was a pretty good Rogue hand.
Mm-hmm.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
And he has cards too. Yeah, we got nothing.
Yep.
He's got to get greedy, and then we have to get the Seer. We don't technically lose, do we?
No, you don't. Not yet. We do lose next turn. And we would.
No, we lost.
No, we lost. Okay.
Yeah, I think we lost.
Yeah, probably. Okay. I don't think there was much we could do that game.
At no point were we anywhere close to not losing.
Alright.
Alright. We need to, like, not face a rogue. We've faced, like, 4 rogues.
Yeah, rogues
2 of them were losses.
It's a pretty tough matchup.
Like, anytime you absolutely need to stay on the board to win the game, facing rogue is your worst nightmare.
Because for us, we need to rush out onto the board, right? And you play right into the rogue by rushing out onto the board.
Yep.
It's also part of the reason why, like, rogues have such a good matchup against paladins, right? Anytime you have a class in which you need to get on the board as fast as possible, rogue loves that because rogue just punishes you for it. 3 losses in a row, it's possible, man. Definitely possible.
I mean, we said this was a 5-win deck. It's 6-0. Just because it went 6-0 doesn't mean it's anything besides a 5-win deck. Actually, do we keep the implosion?
I think we do. I think it's just that good.
I'm okay with it.
It's a win card, right? I think we need to keep win cards. Okay, let's play.
Possessed.
Yeah, let's play the villain trip.
River Croc.
Yep, River Croc. Hopefully we don't need to play Hero Power Voidwalker next turn. That'd be sad.
Do you like to play with fire?
What?
What? Okay, play the Councilman first. Play the
Double
Councilman
trade.
first.
Double trade?
Double trade, yes. Also, this implosion is gonna be amazing.
It has to deal 4 damage to be amazing.
That's why it will be amazing.
It's
All
good
right.
to see you again.
Turkish Echo. Thanks for subbing 3 months in a row. Got goat, got goat.
Ugh.
Use the coin and coin out something with exactly 4 health. Even though that's really bad.
But yeah.
Oh, like a bird. Alright, it's like a bird.
You want to do...
Always implosion.
Is it?
What, you want to Voidwalker, Murloc, Raider, Hero Power?
Yeah.
So many
Fine.
possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, face. And now you have stuff to go with the implosion if you want it, right?
Yeah.
We just got our Yeti.
Nah. We're gonna get our 8-5. And we're gonna top deck another Voidwalker. This is gonna be a 9-5.
Pretty good. 3 mana, 9/5.
Oh.
Whoa!
He went for it.
Okay.
He had a dream. It unfortunately ran counter to our dream.
think you implosion here. Just 2/2 face, right?
I don't know. Do you believe? You implosion if you believe.
No, I think you 2/2 in face.
So you don't believe.
No, I don't believe. So Gilwin and then in the middle. And then he is forced to ping here to get rid of your 6/5. And then he drops a 3. You implosion that, or you just Stormwind Knight that, and then you go face, and you probably win off of that. Okay.
Wow, this Dark Bomb doesn't actually do anything. It'll clean up the implosion if we miss.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, we clean
Yeah,
up the implosion.
Dark Bomb. Face. So we're going into Flame Strike turn. Want to be a little bit careful.
No, we don't. We have 2 Dark Bombs. We just Stormwind Knight and Hero. Yes! He recognizes our power despite us being kind of far away from lethal just yet.
Yeah.
Oh. 7-2. What a good run this has been. Hey, we got to 7 wins with this deck.
That's not bad.
Yeah, considering it's a pretty crappy deck, except for the 3 Dark Bombs. Like, look at the value on this deck. It's like near non-existent. It doesn't even have, like, you know, situational value that we can trigger very easily because of the way our deck is. It's just like a bunch of like crappy small stuff put together, and then some removals. Jen Wong Jiang says, "Don't say that, ADWCTA. You gotta believe." I mean, I believe. It's still a crappy deck, but I believe crappy decks can do well.
Keep the... Yeah, this is fine. Okay.
What did people vote? Ooh, let's see what people voted. People voted a lot of 12s, and 5, 6, 7.
Why?
5, 6, 7 were smart votes. 12s were...
Coin out the Giblin?
What? Why not the Wrathguard?
Because it would just die.
I don't think it'll die. I think it'll deal a lot of damage.
I would not. Especially because now you're... Because the Wrathguard is a 3-drop, essentially, and playing a 3-drop on turn 2 is going to be better. You want the damage, but I'm cool with just the...
Okay, so you coin out the Giblin.
Right?
Plays a 2/3. What do?
You...
Play the ship's cannon?
No, you play the Wrathguard, and you keep the Giblin hidden. Right?
Fair.
And if he pings on turn 3, he's pretty screwed.
You're literally playing around a Frostbolt and that's it.
Sure.
Okay, fine. And a ping on the Wrathguard. Now I can play the Wrathguard?
Yes, you can play the Wrathguard now.
And I can unstealth his
Yeah,
face.
yeah, you can unstealth it now.
Yay.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
It's a Wrathguard. I want it to be free.
Okay,
That's cool.
it's fine. Councilman. Oh my god, that Bog Creeper. Have we seen it one time?
No, and I'm happy we haven't.
I know.
It's like one of the worst cards in our deck.
No, it really is. It really is. Okay, so...
Alright. Dark Bomb one time. Ship's cannon first.
Implosion. God.
It's been screwing us so hard.
Oh god, do it! Do it. I believe!
Well,
Oh yeah.
it's about time.
Yes!
It's about time. It's about time. That's all.
Yes! Excellent.
All
Oh!
to his face. Pretty good
Okay.
result for him, but we don't care.
Ship's Cannon, Shadow Bolt.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's go.
Well, sometimes games are just easy, right? Yeah, exactly. See, this is what I mean by we're okay dealing with mages. If you just like let us hang around on the board, we'll do something ridiculous.
Yep.
Alright, 8-2. This deck doing surprisingly well. Oh god. Mage is salty. Yeah, I mean, if that happens to you, you just kind of are like... That's the one bad thing about the Dark Shard Councilman, right? Like, it does get really out of control. Like, it's one more card that is kind of skill, but not really.
Wait, I wouldn't keep the Voidwalker. I want the 2s and I want the 3s. I don't... Like, we have the 1s. The 1s will help fill us in, but we shouldn't anticipate needing fillers right now.
Agree.
Okay. Chow.
Yeah, we could lose now. It's in Rogue again. I need to use the bathroom.
It's gonna be... I think it's gonna be pretty tough to win from this point onwards.
Yeah. Just Croc, I don't care.
Proc, yeah. There's no...
Giblin can be hidden later on.
Yeah.
Please do something stupid. I don't know what would be stupid for a rogue at this point. That's not stupid.
What?
I don't know, you want a Lance Carrier and just put more 1 attack things on the board? Or do you want a Lance Carrier and make the trade? I kind of want to go for it and get screwed. We kind of have to get screwed, right?
Has anyone used a... He hasn't used a coin yet, right?
No, he still has a coin. It doesn't matter, it's 3, he can Phantom Knives.
You want to just Dark Bomb and see,
No.
like...
No.
No?
I want to set up the Phantom Knives.
Okay. I'm totally okay with that.
You're okay with that, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that plan.
We'll keep this alive.
Keeping the zombie chat alive?
Oh, that's 4-1.
What?
My bad.
Oh my god.
I should have put that one in the middle.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Okay.
That backstab.
Alright.
Wildfin and Giblin. Go face.
You want to go face? Like, why not just kill it off? We're giving him a
what's it gonna kill?
Huh?
What's he gonna kill?
No, I understand. It's just like, you actually allow him... Like...
To do what?
No, I'm like basically forcing him to either dagger up to kill the taunt, or like the taunt is important. You give him an opportunity to like hit the 2-1 into a taunt, right? Which might be something that he wants. And now we're only giving him 4 HP instead of 5. But if you attack with it, he actually gets the 5. Like,
but if you attack with it, he's down 1 health. If you don't attack with it, he's not
he's
down
down
any
1
health.
health for the option. I would trade here.
I don't see the point. That wasn't very convincing to me.
Alright.
Right? See, he daggers anyway. He makes the trade anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was always a possibility of this happening, but I think it was worth it in order to...
No, I don't know what kind of strong position you think we're in, but we're losing pretty hard.
I don't think we're losing pretty hard. Alright, hero power.
We got a Dark Bomb.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And we gotta go face.
Yeah.
So we'll put the 2-3 in the middle.
Sure. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
like, we lose the board right here no matter what we do. So...
Squire, attend me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do agree with that.
I don't think people understand why you hit face to get extra damage on him. You're not going to win on card advantage. So you want the extra 1 damage on him.
I don't think the one... Anyways, let's talk about this turn.
Well, you can't Matter Bomber. So you have the hero power in Darkshire.
You could Mad Bomber. You could do 2/3 and the 1/1 into the 4/4.
And then Mad Bomber?
Really, yeah, that's really... okay.
It's good to see you again.
Oh god.
I know.
You want to drop the Haunted Creeper and play a Matter Bomber?
Yeah,
Let's
I
do
do.
it!
Yeah, I do. And you have to drop it first. Oh, wow.
Let's do it!
Do it. That's good.
Epically tossed 11 months in a row. Thanks for subbing.
Thank you, Dust.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Alright, his life is starting to be an issue.
Seems like such a sad comment, man.
Not quite good enough.
Let's just bog creeper. Good bog creeper.
Pop
3.
the 1/1 in.
Yeah,
Trade.
yeah. Yep.
He's been holding 2 cards forever.
I know. Do you want a councilman? You could councilman. It's just like you could hero power and do all this stuff. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's pretty bad.
I don't think you can chance it when you have a guaranteed good play in your hand. Yep. The shield with that. 3/2 goes into the 4/3. Face with the creeper. And if he assassinates it, he assassinates it. I think we just have to accept it.
Good.
That's fine.
That's good. Now the Darkshire Councilman will live.
Yep.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Alright.
Oh, this is really good
This
for
is
us.
great.
I think you still...
We did Mortal Coil play.
Yeah. This... Oh, so good. All right, okay. Yeah. We're doing it.
Being roguelike.
Please let us just don't. Although it's 8, man, I don't know what he could do here.
That's his top deck.
Okay.
Alright. Shadow Bolt.
I think you frost it.
We freeze.
Yeah, let's freeze it. You bump one of the 1/1s in. And root.
I would not trade.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Go for the 5/1.
Okay, sure.
He has 1 card. He's been
Yeah.
holding it forever.
I mean, that's the
Not
thing.
worth it.
If it's a Kraken, does it? No, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Well, it does matter if it's a Kraken, but that's the only card in which it matters.
I mean, not really, because he just like
Oh,
kills
he just
up.
does it before. Yeah.
He just like.
He uses his face on the 5/5.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't really matter. You just lose 1 attack, not like the
Yeah.
actual damage out of it.
Yep.
This is us being greedy. No Kraken, we win.
So that Assassin's Blade doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything. It just speeds up the game in terms of the number of turns. Like, what?
So you just won.
And the ogre hits the face. Well played. All right, we won that game. This deck won on card advantage. What do you know?
Yep.
Thank you, McPan says, ADWCTA China meta would have punished you for that greedy play. Well, no, they're like faster, like curve-wise. We were afraid of like Kraken and things like that.
Yeah.
The China meta wouldn't have let us gotten to that point. Oh.
Nope. They would have played their triple muster into double quartermaster.
9-2.
I did have a deck the other day that was pretty nice. It had 2 Stand Against Darkness and 2 Stormwind Champion and 1 muster. No quartermaster, but it was
nice. By the way, this deck is 9-2.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's good to see ya again.
RVNighttrain, 11 months in a row. Thanks for subbing.
Thank you, man. Welcome back. Let's keep the croc in the coil.
Yep.
Yeah. Hmm. 9-2 is way overachieving. I think so with this deck as well. I would not have thought it was a 9-win deck. So a lot of people actually bet 12 with this deck.
A ton of people bet 12. It's the highest number of bets. We do pay out pretty well for 12.
We do. Let's play the 1.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Would.
You want to coin out the River Croc? I would coin out the River Croc.
And if you place a 3-2, then you what?
You Voidwalker. And you trade. If you play a Voidwalker, what happens if he plays a 3-2?
You just coil, and then you coin out the River Croc.
Oh. Maybe he plays a 2-3?
You play a Croc and you chill.
Fine. Way to make sense.
If he does this, you're really happy.
Phil slinging 10 months in a row. Thanks for subbing.
You could consider the Crusader here.
Yeah, I kind of want to coin the Crusader.
Yeah. I think it's better.
Yeah, because this is about to go to turn 3. This Croc isn't doing crap.
Yeah, exactly. I love the Crusader here. What if he plays a 3-3? That's true. What if he plays a 10-10? Huh?
The Ughbog says, I'm pretty sure this row was pre-recorded. ADWCTA was talking about overachieving crap Warlock decks on the podcast, and then this happens. Yeah. Jet lag my ass. Oh!
Yep.
That's bad.
That was pretty bad.
Croc
All right.
Priestess face.
Yep, go! I guess this is how we lose. That's fair.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. Yeah! No more wild pyro stuff.
Please Blessing of Kings this and then hit it just for the hell of it.
Wait, what? Why that? Oh, he just wants to hit us in the face, I guess.
Makes sense.
If you use that to hit the 3...
It's good to see.
Look, if you got that combo off, wouldn't you be overjoyed?
Oh,
and wouldn't you
God.
make mistakes?
Oh my god.
And wouldn't you, like, Shadow Bolt the 6-4 and let the Avenge trigger?
Yes, I would. So let's Shadow Bolt.
Or would you put the 2-3 in to let the Avenge trigger?
No, because then we can't kill it.
Huh? You still use the Shadow Bolt to kill it. and you trade the 3/2.
Well, okay, for the sake of it not being any one of
Because you have to
those,
trade the 3/2 anyway.
Well, no, that's if it's an avenge. If it's nothing, I want to use the Mortal Coil as well to just grab an extra card. I would just.
It's not nothing.
Okay.
Maybe it's nothing.
We need to grab another play. Okay. Oh, no, so 2/3. Yep, 2/3. Okay.
Or die.
It's nothing. Ickridge, resub 5 months in a row. Thanks for subbing.
Thank you so much. It's kind of annoying.
Not if we're greedy.
Your power.
You want to be greedy?
What does that mean?
I don't know, but we can do it. The greedy play is Voidwalker, Lance Carrier, the Voidwalker.
Yeah.
So
I think that's fine.
possibilities.
In the end, you get a 2/1 and a 1/2
Yeah.
instead of a 1/3 and a 1/2.
Yeah.
Actually,
but
I don't know that that's better. Let's just make the trade. Let's just make the trade. That's not worth it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not worth
okay,
the
yeah,
risk.
yeah. Let's just make the trade, and then next turn we can play the rest of our stuff. That's fine. That's fine. Let's do it. Yep. I agree.
Play something big, but not that big, and then hero power. It's like a Yeti, and then hero power.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Alright.
Okay.
Kind of similar. We still Frost Elemental though, right?
Yeah, we still frost only that thing. Let's do it.
So he's tempo oriented. He probably has a buff.
We just talked about Light in the Darkness.
I'm kind of getting my second wind. Yep, there's his buff. Doesn't do much. Oh, really?
Do anything.
Wait, what?
Whoa,
What?
why?
Huh? He has no other plays. He has 2 other buffs in his hand. I can't explain this any other way. We spread that crap
Yeah, yeah.
out.
So 5/5 into 5/4.
1/2 into 5/1,
Yeah.
and then we'll play the Dark Shard
And then-
spread out.
Yeah, 3/2/2. Yes.
Stop.
Got to kill off the 5/1. Yes. 3/2/2.
So something's getting Blessing of Kings. I
Yeah.
almost wanted to play the Bot Creeper because I know that's going to get Blessing of Kings.
Yeah, but this is. I mean, it could also just get Keeper of Voldemort, right?
Sorry, it's not getting Blessing of Kings. He would have Blessing of Kings the other one. I don't know what he is. I don't
So
know
more
what
chance for a Keeper of Voldemort. Wait, what? Consecrate?
Please?
Argent Lance? Argent Lance?
Argent Lance?
Reporting for duty.
I think there are things in this world we are not meant to understand. But we can Corrupted Seer, right? Make the trade Corrupted Seer.
I think so. I think that's a safe play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's hero power.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's. So 4/2 into the.
We have a Dark Bomb. I guess we saved the Dark Bomb.
Save the Dark Bomb.
It's a Paladin. We may want to save the Corrupted Seer.
But what are you playing this turn then? Like, I also like the fact that this develops something, you know?
It's fair. Next turn we could Bot Creeper Dark Bomb.
Yeah. Okay. Don't love it, but... Three, four... Bog Creeper Dark Bomb.
We are the card advantage deck. We're not really. He has more cards than we do.
Sure,
we'll be dead
but
before we top
I
deck
mean, a
enough
Bog
cards to
Creeper
catch
is
up.
2 cards, right? On average, it's 2 cards. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he's waiting for.
Zero power.
Why couldn't you have come earlier, guys?
Let's Dark Bomb the shield off, right? And chill.
Got one more Dark Bomb. Got an Implosion.
Not on my watch.
Oh my god. Don't have 1 damage, please.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Game.
Pretty good. It's not good enough from us. No, definitely not good enough.
Just play it and hang out.
Yeah, play and hang out. Yeah, the quality was just too much for us in the end.
Yep.
Back to your homes.
Oh god.
Mind if I roll knee?
Oh
So
man,
good.
that's pretty good.
Reporting for duty.
We are so unbelievably dead. He should probably trade.
You should.
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
It doesn't matter. Your power.
We
Alright,
taunt.
that's it. Good game.
Well played.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn. We
Good.
we came back from the what was it? The Blood Knight, right?
Yeah.
But
He has a Blood Knight deck too. Look at all these Divine Shields.
he does. He definitely has a Blood Knight deck, but we coined and gave him a Blood Knight, and we still look. I think we had a decent chance in the mid game. He kind of overpowered us in the late game. That's fine.
I called all those buffs too. I saw the way he was playing. He knew his
definitely.
deck.
Well, you also sort of assume a Paladin at high wins kind of has to have buffs. Like a Paladin without buffs, that's usually doesn't get.
Yeah,
hurt.
but he was like super aggressive on the board, right? Like you saw
Yeah,
that
yeah.
play with the. Like he just needed. It felt like he needed to do anything he can, even just tossing cards away to get on the board.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what we're doing next. Well, not next weekend. I guess next weekend.
Yes.
Because next weekend you're out. So if you guys don't know, I will be streaming on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, taking over Merps' streams. Because it's my first week back and because Merps is on vacation. Thank you, mods, for paying out. Everyone who bet 9 wins, congratulations. You 7 lucky people. I don't blame you guys. I would not have expected this deck to go 9 wins either. All right, Rogue, Priest, Paladin. It's got to be a Priest, right?
Let me search. Luminica asked, why did you not preemptively hit the creeper in? You don't hit the creeper in because you want to look at how the trade's like.
If you don't use the creeper and he doesn't do anything, and at that point he's done so many things and he has so few cards, it's entirely possible, right, that he doesn't have anything. Then you can throw your 2 1/1s in.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then your creeper can, like, if he hits in, your creeper can then kill something else, or if he doesn't hit in, your creeper still has 2 health. And he only has, like, a hero power for 1 damage.
Yeah, you're
So-
trying to preserve your bog creeper. If you hit in, you're guaranteed to lose it if he
Yep.
wants that trade.
And,
Right?
and if you lose it, you lose, right? Like, he's 2
Yes.
cards above us, and
Yep.
we have a whole ton of 1-drops. So, yes, our hero power gets you 2 for 1, but it's going to be like a 1-drop and a 2-drop, so not really.
So this was a...
This was a Warlock.
Warlock. Let's see. Now,
It's Paladin, Rogue, Priest. Are any of them one of the ones we haven't done a lot of?
Priest.
It's going to be Priest! Alright, Arena Priest matter, guys.
Also, so Priest and Mage were tied at 9 runs played. Our most played are 11. So if, like, basically this week, if Priest or Mage were to pop up,
Yep.
it would have been an instant pick.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're doing Priest when Merps gets back. That's gonna be interesting. I want to though, because I want to get 12. I always want to get 12 wins with every class before the meta ends. And for this meta, I'm still missing Priest, Warrior, and Druid. So you're gonna see me play a lot of these in the coming like 2 weeks, as well as splicing in some of the actual good classes. All right, I'm gonna open the pack, and then that is it for tonight. It's a good run. I'm glad I didn't fall asleep in the middle of the run.
Where is Merps going on vacation? I'll be going to Michigan. I'll be seeing Natasha and her family.
Oh, they're all gonna be in Michigan?
Yeah. They'll be in Michigan.
Cool. Alright, not a terribly exciting deck.